Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Buyers Real Estate Podcast. My name is Angelo, and I'll be the host. And today, I have my co-host here, who is going to be
Rafael.
Rafael. Welcome, Rafael. It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah, since our last one.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. And we have been slacking a little bit with the podcast. But look, we have you on, so I know it's going to be a good time.
We've been busy.
We've been busy. I've been in Hawaii this past week, so
Nice.
that's what I've been up to.
Nice.
It was nice. It was very nice. A lot of people say it's very hot over there. It is, but it's not really humid. So yeah,
That's well, like I said, Mexico. I went to Mexico a while back, and 105. The weather was 105, but the humidity was like dry, so it wasn't that bad. It was great.
exactly. The humidity is what gets you, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're sweating and you're all like, oh.
feel miserable.
Yes, you feel miserable. Like it could be an okay day in New York, like maybe 75 or something like that. But if the humidity is so apparent, then it's like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So how you been, Rafael?
I've been good. Like I said, been busy. Busy. I vacation. You mentioning vacation? I got my vacation coming up as well. I'm going to be going out to Puerto Rico soon.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, next week.
Wow. What part of Puerto Rico?
I'm going to go to San Juan.
San Juan.
I mean, it's always, the capital. Everybody wants to go. And I'll start at San Juan and then venture around and drive around and see where it takes me from there.
Absolutely.
So,
How many times have you been to Puerto Rico?
I've been quite a few times.
Yeah.
I've been to San Juan. I've been to Agua, mainly on a cruise, like for the day.
Yeah.
I'll stay there. But this one is going to be actually dedicated to Puerto Rico itself. So, it was a bit of an adventure though. I must say, trying to find the hotels and whatnot, and because everything now is all like Airbnbs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the houses, I guess with all the storms and the hurricanes that they had, and a lot of people got washed out, and a lot of the elderly folks are getting taken over by people from here going out there to purchase Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
Purchase the house cash,
Right.
and then convert it over to Airbnb. So now, of course, the hotels are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like I said, it was an adventure trying to find hotels. I'm like, yeah, I found the Hyatt in San Juan, which is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
But I noticed that in my searching through it, some of the hotels are doing Airbnbs also.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, this is. I mean, so when I stayed in Florida, some of the resorts in Florida did have Airbnbs.
Oh, some of the resorts had Airbnbs there.
Yeah. Some of the so like when I stayed at one location and they also had an Airbnb, and I was like, oh wow, because I had my pet with me, so they was like, oh, we also have this option for you. I was like, oh. Try.
Oh,
And it's just as good.
yeah.
Wow, it's great, right? But it's not taken away from the actual resort or hotel itself, right? I mean, they're still getting their fair share, as opposed to just a regular Airbnb, in a house that somebody got pushed out of.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like you mentioned it in Puerto Rico, a lot of people, a lot of like the elderly people probably got pushed out. They saw money, like you said. And
Right.
They probably took it, and now it's a lot of Airbnbs there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they got undervalue. They saw cash because they're going over there with cash and pushed them in, pushing them out, and then they're coming over here and they're trying to find somewhere to rent and to start their life all over, right? I mean, at a 70, 80 years old, someone who are coming back this way.
Yeah, exactly.
To get into buildings and slumlords and
slumlords. That's right. New York City, that's the city of where you find the most amount of slumlords in the area. And talking about slumlords, there on May 6th, I recall that there was a case that settled with two of the most notorious slumlords, actually in the Bronx. It settled for $31 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So now, it's going to make an example out of, slumlords who are slacking with, giving people the basic necessity for housing and stuff. Because you know how slumlords are. They essentially deny you access to a standard living of housing because they don't even provide heat sometimes. Sometimes they don't address like repairs that need to be made. And you know what? It's good on them that they're having to pay these
So that this is a step in the direction, right? I mean, because now it's like, hey, pay up.
Exactly.
They're getting held accountable for it, which is great, right? $31 million is not, that's not $31.
That's
A
right.
$1 million you're gonna get, it's gonna affect, right? And the word is already out, right? So now you have to take care of these folks. You have to do what's right by them, right? Don't put a band-aid over the wall has a hole over it. We're gonna just put some duct tape and then paint it. That's ridiculous.
Right.
The water's leaking from upstairs. There's a burst pipe. I mean, come on.
Exactly. When you buy an investment property, right, always make sure that you're putting money aside for repairs, vacancies, and stuff like that. Don't just think because when you buy a property, you get to net all of the profits and stuff and then neglect your tenants. That is never a good business model because it's going to catch up to you one way or another.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, like that is such a bad business model. Well, it's not even a business model. It's just greed.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Pure greed. So.
Exactly, because whenever we help clients secure investment properties, we always tell them that, like, if this is your first investment property, make sure that you're, doing A, B, and C, because eventually, if you don't, then, something might catch up to you, and it's just like a snowball effect. You
Right.
just start paying it one way or another.
Exactly.
One way is manageable, the other, not so much.
Right, exactly. So then you're dealing with all the consequences afterwards, right? Because now you got to treat, now you got to play catch up, right? All these repairs. If you stay on top of the repairs, no issues.
Exactly.
Right?
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Exactly.
And then and you don't have that $31 million lawsuit that you have to pay, right?
Exactly. Look, you can put no price on peace of mind.
Right.
And the reason why you buy an investment property is for your retirement, for your peace of mind, right?
Exactly.
Why make it that there's any doubt that there will be a disturbance in there, right? That's why when you screen for the right tenant, you should give them do the screening process really well so you get the ideal tenant for you and what your house rules are, and also make sure that you start recognizing that part of what they're paying, you set it aside for repairs and maintenance and all of that. And then the rest, you can pocket. You can do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do what's right by the people. That's it.
Yeah.
They pay their rent. And the sad part about it is you have the audacity to take them to court because they didn't pay you the rent.
Exactly.
I mean, you're asking people to pay rent and there's no repairs being done. There's no heat. There's no hot water. How do you expect them to pay the rent?
Exactly. And then sometimes, the word gets around that you're a bad landowner, and, sometimes they might not even want to go and secure an apartment with you because of your reputation. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. When you have such a good reputation, when your tenants, they talk about other people, they talk about it with others. So when you have a vacancy, say they're moving out, they might just refer a friend saying like, look, this person is great as well. I'm leaving because, maybe I got relocated, but if you could give them the chance to.
Or maybe bought a house.
Exactly. Exactly.
They move on to better things, right? People get tired of the slumlord. People they want different. They want something that, that they can call their own, and they have to worry about their own headaches. And the best place, to be would be owning your own property, right?
Exactly. You don't have to deal with a slumlord unless you're your own slumlord.
Right. Well, yeah, that's on you then.
That's on you. You can't do anything about that, right?
Get away from the slumlord, but don't become one, right? Get away from the slumlord and be your own manager. This is mine. I own this, right?
Exactly.
And I don't have to worry. And I don't have to worry about having to wait for the landlord. It's on me, right? I got to run to Home Depot. I got to make these necessary repairs, if any.
Exactly.
But it goes back to what you said, peace of mind, right? It's peace of mind because now you're a homeowner, right?
Yes. You're a homeowner and you have a lot of responsibility. Just like any landlord, set aside your budget for expenses and stuff down the line and stuff, because it's also, you have to account for those things, right? The reason why you're getting a house most likely is because you're probably at that step where you're growing your family and you need more space. And it's not like you just want a house. It's like you need a house, right? So make sure that you do your due diligence and start planning to save a little bit on the side to do your own repairs and maintenance. So when you get in there, you're not scrambling for money and when something, leaks or breaks or anything like that, right?
Yep.
You're secure. You know you're good, and you provide a stable home for your family.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's it's important, right? I mean, you don't want to continue paying rent, and of course, the way the rent is going now is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's
Rent is
spiking like
rent
crazy.
is now mortgage, right? And sometimes even more than that.
That's right.
So I
Oh,
mean, best way to go is start looking into an investment. It's gonna be yours, right?
exactly. And we always preach about the fact that when you start owning a home, you're starting to every payment you're doing is also a payment to the principal, which is the equity that you're getting in the home.
Right.
So it's almost like your own little piggy bank that you're putting every payment is you're saving it
Right.
as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're paying interest, but you're paying also the principal. Yeah. And if you pay a little bit extra every year, that does a lot in terms of how fast you're going to completely own the home.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And then, another thing that I wanted to ask is that has there been anything else that you've been doing recently?
Yeah, I got my first listing.
You got your first listing.
Got it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Came at perfect time, and I mean, it's just it's amazing. It was a great experience. I mean, the process from A to Z, it's a lot, and I was the selling process it's a lot. But my first listing, Alex, the team, everybody that chipped in and helped me out with getting information that I needed. Amazing team. Alex is a bulldog. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. Helping me out from A to Z. Chris, by my side, helping me out with the open house. I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I gave you the signs.
and
right?
you get and of course, that's what I said. The whole team, everybody together. Alex gives me the signs for the open house. Angelo, I'm sorry,
No.
and everybody working together. And this is why I like and I look forward to many more, right? Because I mean, and picking everybody's brain if I can. But it was great from beginning we still not at the finish line, but from where we're at right now.
Yeah, it's the journey. We're never going to be at the finish line.
Right.
It's always a journey, right? And the team that you have behind you is that the support that's going to guide you smoothly through that journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to my next one, right?
Yeah.
And just stay moving and stay grinding and try to catch up with you guys.
Oh, trust me, you are going to catch up. Like one thing that you cannot teach to anyone is that thrive to kind of want to learn and apply those things. Like even for myself, it's very hard to do that sometimes. And that's why I'm very glad to be here with everyone else that does it consistently and stuff. It motivates me as well.
Right.
Seeing you have that listing and you're brand new inspires me as well. I'm like, man, Rafael is like, he did it. Like the work that he put in those months and stuff, it's coming into fruition because he's putting himself out there. He's doing the work that no one else wants to do. And I knew you were going to get something like within a year or so. I knew it was just amount of time because
You said it though.
yeah,
You did say it.
I was like, there's no way he doesn't get, because it's a numbers game at the end of the day.
Right.
The more you put yourself out there, the more chances there are of you getting something, right? Helping a client out and then building your reputation around
Right.
the city being like that person that was able to help me sell my home for top dollar and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, when you told me that, I was like, let's see.
No.
Yeah, I look at a couple of videos of people saying I didn't get my first listing for 2 years, and I'm like, I don't have 2 years. We got to move fast.
Exactly. You have that you have that hunger in you, which is very rare to do because how I look at it, it's sometimes like athletes, they have their kids, they have these expectations for them, but they don't have the hunger, right?
Yeah.
The parents have the hunger,
Right.
and stuff like that. So that's like the main component of someone who's successful like you. You're gonna be incredibly successful, trust me. It's that you have that hunger in you that you want to learn, you want to be out there, you want to do these things, right? And most importantly, you want to help those people.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I do have that, and I do have that hunger, and I do have the go get them, and of course, I look at it most importantly is having the perfect support team behind you,
Yeah.
right? Because you guys been amazing, man. I mean, from beginning to end, I could at any time pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, hey, help. Yeah, I got Chris to say, I bug you guys enough, right?
No, never that. Never
It's
that. Don't ever think that.
it's like I told Alex, I said, hey, we're one little happy family over here, right? I mean, the support, So with that being said, I'm having the support, so that's pushing me to go further. I'm like, I gotta get my next one,
Yeah.
right? I want to work on the next one because it's just I don't know. It's in me. I gotta do it, right?
Yeah.
For myself, also the learning experience, and like I said, I mean, again, it's just asking the questions. Alex is, phone call away like he's always been, right? Hey, listen, just call me.
Yeah.
And watching Alex in action, man, that's amazing. Wow. This guy is nonstop, man.
No, absolutely. He's probably the hardest worker right there.
Yeah.
Chris is probably going to be the one that is going to surpass all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the youngest.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, he has more time than us. He's going to be the best one out of all of us. Because when you start so young, like he did at 18, it's just like the sky's the limit.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're born with it now. Like you're integrated into it.
Mm-hmm.
By the time he's my age, your age,
forget about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be up there.
Yeah, we won't even be able to get through to his phone because he's gonna be too busy.
He'll be too busy.
Man, but yeah, no, I'm happy that you feel that way, right? I feel like in our office, we're always trying to learn more and stuff like that. So when someone comes into the team and you're asking questions, we're more than happy because we're like, oh, we can actually share the knowledge that we all have. And it's fun because we go like, oh, we get to learn it again because now that we're sharing it. And it helps us keep us sharp as well because when you're teaching someone about things, you have to be able to know how everything works. And you have to like question like, okay, this is how it works, blah, blah, blah. And this is how I should present it to him. And it helps us also, right? Explain it to clients as well. Because when you are able to explain it to other agents, you're also practicing it again, how to explain it to clients as well, how everything is working and whatnot. Right. So it's just a natural skill once you start getting into it.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
It's a lot.
That ain't easy.
Oh, it is not. It is not. I mean, there's some files that are very tough. For instance, I had a client who basically her rate was expiring and the closing was going to be set on the day after the expiration. And we were like, oh, no. We cannot let that happen because we don't want her to pay the extension costs. That's so unfair to her, especially since she's been so compliant, so on top of things. It's like, this is absolutely not fair for that client. And we have to make sure she closes before it because we want to provide the best service to clients. Right. That's one thing we want to do. We want to pride ourselves in making sure that we give them the best service because the lifeline of a business is also referrals and making sure the reputation stays well and consistent. So what we did is that we were trying to schedule it before it. We couldn't. And then on the day of the day prior to the expiration, we were like, we have to, come on. We've been trying to do this since the whole last week and stuff. And we were just like added. And on the day of, we got incredibly serious about trying to get everything done on that day. So we just started making so many calls to so many people to make sure that the bank was ready, the lawyers were ready. Like we were trying. You could tell Heidi, it was such a crazy day. We ended up closing at 8:30 p.m.
Wow! Oh my God!
Yeah,
closing at 8:30. Wow.
At 8:30. Yes, we started the closing at 8:30, and I believe it ended like around 10 or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because we were telling the attorneys, look, it's not fair whatsoever for the client, right? We have to make it happen today. When are you guys available? And one of them was, I believe it was the seller's attorney that was basically booked the whole day. So we told them, okay, if you're booked at this time, can you do it at this time? That's a little bit extreme, right?
Yeah.
That you're going to be booked until the whole workday. But can you accept? Because look, this file, there was a lot to it, right? But the client was very fair on what they did and stuff. And, we really need to close this, or they're going to have to pay a rate extension, and that's completely unfair to them. Please, is there any way we can make it happen? And then they finally agreed. We got our attorney to basically also agree to meeting up, and man, they just had to figure out stuff with the bank on how they were going to communicate with the numbers and stuff. But everything happened, and yeah.
Wow, you guys are amazing.
Yeah. We'll make it happen.
Realtor, problem solvers, troubleshooters, you name it, jack of all trades. It's not just a realtor here.
No, and it's the whole team, right? Because everyone was pitching in. Alex, Heidi, me, everyone was pitching in on that file because we had to make so many different calls to everyone, make sure that, you know, everything got put in check. Emotions were a little bit high too because we were like, is it going to close today? Is it not?
Right,
What's happening? Oh my God.
Wow, that's crazy. Bro.
Yeah. But that's the life of real estate, you know?
I see, man. What I got coming towards me. I mean, my first listing, I mean, knock on wood, it was nice and smooth, right? I mean, I have, again, because I had the guys, I had the support, I had everybody helping me out. But, it's like all the other stuff that goes behind it, right? Closing 8:30.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's dedication.
Exactly. And you're going to be there too. You're going to be able to solve those problems immediately, right? You're going to try to do the best that you can serve your clients the best possible way as well. And I have no doubt that you're going to master that within the next 2 years.
Oh yeah. I'm so dedicated. I'm that sponge.
Yeah.
The sponge. I'm absorbing everything.
I've seen that. For those of you at home, Rafael, he will ask you a million questions and he won't repeat any of them because he just absorbs them right there. Rafael, amazing.
If they're willing to teach it, I'm gonna learn it.
Yeah.
And whatever I learn, I forward it on to the next person.
Exactly.
And that's how it's all about, right? So keep it going. I mean, it's amazing on how real estate is, right? It's never a dull moment. I mean, look, 8:30 at night, geez, 10 o'clock at night. I'm sleeping at 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys are also sleeping at that time. These guys are closing deals.
There you go. We'll close on your home, no matter what the time, as long as it's before 12.
That's right. Before midnight, right?
Before midnight, we'll make it happen.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Buyers Real Estate Podcast. Rafael, do you have any final words for the audience?
Just remember, if you're tired of renting, you're tired of that slumlord, give us a call.
That's right.
Let us help you. Let us get you into that first home.
Absolutely. Rafael will be right there to battle it out with.
The phone is ready. Just call.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much. And thank you, Rafael, for coming on.
Thank you, Angelo. Always a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.